If you want to lose some weight, if you want to lower your body fat, what type of diet is better? Are you better off going with like a high carb, low fat diet? Or should you eat like a high fat, low carb diet? Okay, in this video, I'm gonna go over the pros and cons of both. And actually, they both can work to lose weight and to lower your body fat. I personally have done both. For example, when I was bodybuilding, like in my 20s and my 30s, like a traditional bodybuilding diet is pretty much high carb, high protein, and actually low fat. And I did a diet like that, I have to say, for like 20 years. And it did work for me. I got my body fat levels, down to single digits in my 20s and my 30s, eating like that. Unfortunately, there were definitely some cons to it. I personally found the cons is that I was hungry all the time. When you're eating a high carbohydrate diet, you're constantly spiking insulin, or insulin is that storage hormone. So you're constantly spiking blood sugar, and then you're kind of like crashing. So I felt like I was consistently hungry eating like that, okay? But I have to say, now I switched to more of a high fat, pretty high, moderate to high protein, low carb diet. I can keep my body fat levels just as low. I'm pretty much never hungry. And actually, my blood work is even better. See, even when I was younger, my blood work was always good, but I have to say my triglycerides were a little bit higher when I was eating that high carb, high protein type diet. And I definitely was much more hungrier. So for me, I much prefer low carb, the high fat, the moderate protein type diet. But I have to say, what both these diets have in common is that neither of them mix high carb with high fat. That's the thing that gets you. That's the real takeaway from this video. Both diets will work, but the diet, in my opinion, that will never work is when you're eating high fat and high carb together. First of all, those are the foods that you just can never get enough of. Chips or taking a baked potato and dousing it with butter, or like French fries and cakes and cookies. Those are like the high fat and high carb type foods that you never want to eat. First of all, when you're eating carbohydrates, that's the macronutrient that spikes insulin the most. And insulin is the storage hormone, right? It helps store away carbohydrates in the muscle and the liver, helps store away fats in the fat cells, and then when things really go bad, visceral fat around your organs, all that bad health, you're winding with fatty liver type disease when you're eating, too many carbohydrates. So if you're eating high carb and high fat, you're gonna much easier store away those excess calories in the form of fat. Plus, you can have high triglycerides. So that's the real takeaway from this video, is that you can go either way. You have to decide, if you want to eat high carb, you have to eat low fat, right? But if you want to eat like high fat, then you have to go low carb. And I think I'm a big believer in always eating like moderate to high amounts of protein. I think protein is the most important. Well, all the macronutrients are important. Carbohydrates, in my opinion, the least, because the body can always make carbohydrates. But you want to keep your protein up all the time. Now, if you want to learn more about just how to lose weight and how to get into amazing shape, check out this playlist of videos.